Good morning, I'm Mr. Stalter and I'm here to show you how to draw a isometric drawing using some basic CAD tools. First thing you're going to need is a drafting board. You can find these in your drafting cabinet. One T-square. About 2 to 3 inches of tape. A 30, 60, 90 triangle. A piece of paper. And some sharp sketching pencils. The first thing you're going to want to do is take your T-square and run the black edge of your T-square up against one of these metal edges. Don't use the wooden edge on the bottom. Take your piece of paper, tuck it underneath the clear piece where it rests on the wooden piece. So if I hold that right there, I like to put the piece of paper on the lower third. Okay, that'll keep my piece of paper nice and horizontal. Take some small pieces of tape. Again, you don't need a whole lot of tape. Start with the top corner. Get that into position. Once you have the top in, that'll hold your paper in alignment. Try to get any wrinkles out of it. And that'll get your paper aligned with the board. You can double check the positioning of your piece of paper by taking your T-square and just looking at the bottom edge of the paper, how it meets your T-square. So there we have a perfect horizontal. Okay. Now we're just going to draw a simple isometric shape. We're not going to do any measurement at this time. Really want to get used to using the 30, 60, 90 triangle. And the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to draw something that looks like this. I'm going to draw this left side. Now again, we're not looking at dimensions. We can work with a little bit of proportions if we're trying to communicate a shape. The first thing I'm going to do, put the T-square and make sure the black handle is up against the metal tight. This is my 30 part of the triangle. As I sketch, I'm going to twist my pencil. That gives me a uniform line thickness. Okay. Now I'm drawing a little bit darker here just for demonstration purposes. However, I want you to draw very light. So there is my 30-degree line for my left face, or be the front face when we start to do multi-view drawings. I can just slide that to get the right height. So again, I'm going to twist my pencil. I'm going to come back with a vertical line, flip my triangle over. I'll make this one a little bit longer. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and darken in my front side of my isometric drawing. I'm hoping this shows up better once I edit it, but what you see here is the two 30-degree parallel lines and the two vertical parallel lines. To darken it, I can just take my triangle, and I do use a softer lead pencil to darken. Again, I try to twist that, give it some uniform thickness. I can slide that square over. That triangle, excuse me. Darken that. Need to flip my triangle over occasionally. To lower my T-square. And that is the front side of my isometric drawing. I will then use these points on this front view to bring my 30 degrees to show the top and the right side of the drawing. Back to my harder lead pencil, I take the T-square, make sure it's up against that metal edge, flip my triangle over. Now don't be afraid to extend these lines all the way out. Extend these lines all the way out. I'll come back and I'll darken the lines that I keep, and I'll make sure to darken them enough to make sure that the visible lines jump off the page. So now I have my construction lines. I'm going to go ahead and give it some depth here. We'll take it to about there. Again, we're not doing any measurements yet. We'll do that in another video. Take my softer lead. And right now I'm kind of connecting the intersections, or connecting the dots. Corner to corner. This should start to help you visualize the shape. And this is a simple rectangular solid. I'm twisting my pencil, and they're the right side. Now all I'm going to do, I already have my extension lines for the top here. Extension line, this line's already drawn for the top side. I'm going to flip my triangle over, and I'm going to go off of this point, again making sure that T-square is up against the metal edge. I can slide that back and forth to where I'm right on the point. And use my red pencil to sketch a nice construction line. I'm going to come back with my soft lead. Connect that there. Bring this back over. Okay. And that is the basic steps and the basic tools to completing a drawing with an isometric look. Good luck.